Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Some Days Today. My name is Bola Odina, your host, and we have an amazing show for you today.
Hi.
Yes. So with me is Bami Durosimi. She's the CEO and founder of Saffron C.
Yeah.
So the reason we decided to do this segment, and there are lots of reasons and, sort of decision points as to how we got here, it all leads back to Tammy, who was on this show a couple of episodes ago. But with Valentine's Day around the corner, she thought it would be amazing to do this episode with you. So as a quick intro, obviously as we get older, both men and women start to experience low libidos and all other types of feelings of depressed sexual drive, which is normal and pretty common. And luckily, there are experts out there who can help with identifying what the issues could be and how to really address the specific needs of individuals, especially women, to get their sex drives up so that on Valentine's Day, we can do the damn thing. And not just Valentine's Day, but every other day.
No, not other day.
Every day. Multiple times.
Every day.
They actually say, so let me just pause there before I jump in. So welcome, Bami.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. This is literally my first podcast for Saffron C, and so I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you.
I'm giggling inside.
So before we jump in, let me just do a quick promo of Saffron. So Saffron C is SAFFRONC.com.
No, Saffron C Store.
SaffronCstore.com.
Yeah.
That's where you'll find all the products that we're going to get into today. And Bami also does consultation.
Yeah.
It's free for your initial assessment to understand what the issues could be.
Yeah.
And then as a result, she'll provide some recommendations to you, and then you can get those products at the store.
And I can make some too.
Oh, so you make some targeted...
There are times that I make other things that are not on the store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there are times like that.
Gotcha. All right. So let's jump in. It's not every day that you run into someone who deals in the space of improving libidos and sexual drive. So why don't you just give us a history of how you got here?
Yeah. So it all started when I had my second daughter. I have two daughters. So when I had after I had her, I decided to get on birth control. So
because you were done having children.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
and was this your first time, using birth control?
Yeah,
or?
This was my first time.
Okay, gotcha.
Because my mom I should have listened to my mom. My mom had a terrible experience with birth control. I remember the story she told me since when I was in university. She said the first time she got birth control, I think it was the IUD. She went to church and all of a sudden she couldn't walk. Like she was in terrible pain and in a traditional church, not a modern church, a very traditional church in the 80s.
Wow.
She was screaming, "It's the birth control! Take it off!"
Wow.
And they had to take her to the mission house where the pastors live, and they had to go get a doctor that stays on the street or something. She said as soon as they took it off, she was done. She was relieved. So my mom, that was her first and last time with birth control. So when I had my first, I was scared of birth control because of my mom's experience. But I mean, that was in the 80s, so it's different right now. But I didn't know maybe hereditary. I got some stuff from her, like my body doesn't react well to hormonal stuff, therapy or pills, and so I didn't get for my first. Then the second baby, I was like, okay, I need to get on birth control because my first and my second, they're just maybe 16 months apart. Okay. So I was like, it's time to slow down.
Yeah.
Watch them grow, then maybe later on we'll try. But right now, watch them grow. So when I had the second, my daughter, I decided to get on birth control. But because of my mom's experience, I didn't want anything with hormonal pills or hormonal stuff. So I got the IUD.
Did you get the copper one?
The copper
That's
one.
the one I have.
I got the copper one.
Yes.
But it didn't work for me.
Meaning?
My body kept rejecting it. Like,
how was it rejecting it? Like, it just kept discharging.
off.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't like coming off right off, but the string thing, I could feel it. Like it's just like when you wear a tampon. Like I could feel it. And I went back to my doctors to fix it probably like 3-4 times. And she was like, "This is not working for you. You're gonna get pregnant."
Because it wasn't implanting well, right?
I mean, she tried it over and over again. Initially, the string was so long. Eventually, she cut it short. Eventually, it was like coming off. And the very last time, it was literally like off at the tip of, not even down my uterus.
All the way down.
The last day.
Wow.
That was when she said, "This is not working for you. Let's try something else."
Yeah.
So
now, were you feeling any sort of pain associated with it? Okay.
Nothing. The copper one was perfect for me, but it just didn't work for me. I guess my uterus or something. It just wasn't working at that time.
Right.
So the one I didn't want, which was the pills, the birth control pills, I had to get on that. Initially, I was confused. Your doctor would just tell you, I mean, you can use this and you can use that. And I was like, I need more. Educate me. Tell me more. And I had to call friends. Like, "Oh, are you on birth control? What brand are you using?" I had to go on internet. That's one thing.
So she wasn't very specific about the one that you should get.
They just generalize, like, "Oh, this one, the estrogen is lower, and this one, this is higher, and this one, this, and this one fix this." But the main thing you get on the internet is, "Oh, this one fix your skin, and this one fix your acne, and this one doesn't make you go fat." And you see some people tell you, "Oh, with this one, I was having a headache." So it was a very scary experience. But I needed that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I've also thought about that more recently, in that we're so dependent on these experts to tell us what to do.
And they don't tell you what to do.
They don't tell you
like
what to
you
do.
Want to.
But we ourselves don't take the responsibility to research, learn, see what's in these products, and see whether or not they make sense for us, our bodies. Do research to see how they've impacted other people. Because there's some products that get pulled off the shelves all the time. We don't know why, but we continue to put these chemicals in our bodies. So
every time.
Yeah. So it was actually that's pretty smart of you that you just did the research before taking it in, because I don't think a lot of people do that.
Then, when I decided to get, I can't remember the first brand I got, and that initially I started having acne, like terrible acne.
And you never had acne before?
I've not had acne since like when I was in my 16s or 13 or something. And it wasn't normal acne. It was like the hormonal painful. I think I still have the spot right here. The hormonal, I still have some here.
By your jawline.
The hormonal painful one that they felt like small tiny balls.
Gotcha.
So I went back and she was like, "That's strange. I mean, people get on birth control to fix the acne, not even the birth control thing, but just to fix the acne." Then she was like, "Okay, let's switch it to another brand." Another brand. By then, it was literally affecting my health.
So what were you feeling when
I was always tired? I gained like almost 30 pounds.
Wow.
I'm not kidding.
Within what period of time?
Maybe a month, like 2-3 months.
You gained 30 pounds in like 2-3 months. Wow.
I was always tired. So, when you're tired and you're not active, I stopped going to the gym. I used to be a gym brat. Like, I go to the gym every day. And I was always tired. Like, my husband was asking, "What's going on? What did you do today?" And I'm like, "I don't even know. I can't even remember." Like, I can be on that couch for like 2-3 hours before getting up to do something.
Right. And you had two
kids.
children at the time. Yeah.
My first wasn't even 2 years. She was like maybe 18 months. And the second, like, it was a very terrible timing for me.
So you associated it with the birth control pills, because some people also have what is it, postnatal sort of depression
or whatever. That wasn't it, because I had to do the old hormonal test.
Gotcha. So you then went to go do the test to see what was going on.
They diagnosed with me to hormone imbalance, and my doctor was like, "The only solution is for you to get off this thing. It's not working.
Gotcha.
Let's try another type of birth control. Does it have hormones? Yes. Is the hormone less than this one? No." Like, they placed me on the one with the lowest hormone, and I was still having those effects.
Why didn't the doctor... So, are there no other options for women outside of hormones,
There are
pills? Okay.
alternative medicine.
Okay, gotcha.
But
So, but they were not recommending anything outside of you taking pills.
If you go to your doctor and tell your doctor, I'm taking this iron supplement, she's going to tell you why. This, blah, 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 you shouldn't. Doctors don't recommend or support supplements, alternative medicine, no matter how good or how popular it is. No, they don't recommend it.
Right.
So, and I was, after the changing of the brands, then I was calling friends I've even lost contact with. It was like a very awkward time. Like, are you on birth control? Oh, so you're calling me just to ask if I'm on birth control? No, this is going on with me.
Right.
And aside the health and the mental health thing I was going through, it also affected my libido. Like, we were not having sex for weeks.
Wow.
For months.
And that was different from... Because, I mean, there's some people who don't have sex, generally speaking, for weeks and months.
Because you're tired or because it's in another state or you're there or it's just things are just happening. Even good things. You might be
just
running...
some people just
you might be running your business or something and you're both cool. But this was...
different for you guys.
I wasn't feeling any sensation.
Okay.
Nothing.
So let's break that down.
Yeah.
So you noticed that you had no sexual interest or sex drive, and that was specifically different compared to what you guys...
Yeah, I mean, I was not sex-based, but going without sex for months, and even when you try to... I mean, when you stay off sex for a long time and you have sex, it's going to be amazing. If you're good, if your libido is good. But if your libido is so low or you're having some hormonal changes or hormonal imbalance, by the time you have sex, you don't feel anything. You don't even want the sex.
Really? So is it painful or...
It's not painful.
It's just kind of like numb.
Imagine you being with someone you don't have anything with.
Okay, so there's no emotional...
No emotion.
Connection.
You would rather do anything than have sex with that person.
Gotcha.
But now, this is someone that you've been with all your life.
And the love is there.
The love is there.
The passion is there. The attraction is there. But you just could not...
That's the only way I can explain it. You don't feel any sensation, nothing down there. And it got to a point that we started working together, myself and my husband, like, maybe you should go back to your doctor. And he suggested, and I accepted, I should get off this birth control pills. But I can't. I don't want to, which was the crazy
thing. Why not?
Thing.
Even if you weren't having sex?
Because I don't want babies. No,
okay, gotcha.
No, I know when I got off it, I don't know.
So condoms is not... I don't like condoms either. So it just was not an option either. Okay.
I just don't want, like, my safety net. That time was birth control. That was what I thought. Nothing else. This just guarantees there's not going to be another baby right now. I'm going to watch my kids grow. I'm going to be there for them. I want them to grow older than I try before I try again.
Gotcha.
So that wasn't an option. The only option for me was just to get off the birth control. And I know when I get off the birth control, I'm going to be back to myself. I'm going to be okay.
Right.
Then maybe another baby will happen.
Right.
Then I'm going to have 3 kids. And
you weren't ready for that.
Yeah, it's going to be too much.
Right.
So
your husband was recommending get off this birth control. You weren't fully ready.
Yeah. And I know that already that I should get off this before my doctor told me you should get off this. Then it got to a point she was like, okay, if you don't want to get off it, maybe I should refer you to a sex therapist. Oh, can that help? Can she do something?
Okay.
Yeah, she can.
So, well, that's interesting. So it took her a while to eventually say, well, maybe I should refer you to a sex therapist.
Yeah, because they're literally tired of me. Our office was like down my kids' school. I was always calling 8 a.m. in the morning when I'm going to go drop off the kids. And I'm like, can you please fix me in? I just have a question, just one question. And it got to a point she was literally running from me.
Right.
Like she would just, like the nurse, they will pause for a while and they'll be like, wait, are you not on that brand that you just picked up like 2 weeks ago? Is that not working for you? No. Can I please talk to the doctor, please? No, she's not in here now. She's seeing a patient. I mean, you just opened 3 minutes ago. Who's the patient you're seeing? But she doesn't want to see me. They already know why I'm calling.
Right.
So it got to that point and she was like frustrated, I think.
Yeah.
I was frustrated too. Then she was like, you know what? Maybe I should refer you to a sex therapist. Like, it's out of my hands.
To handle it. Yeah. So what I'll say, and I think this story is fascinating, what I'll say is I'm impressed, number one, by the research that you did prior to getting on the birth control.
I think that's when my Lego experience kicked in. Because,
Gotcha.
yeah, I'm a trained lawyer. I'm a foreign trained attorney. So that's,
No wonder.
yeah.
Okay, so you have that inquisitive,
Of course.
I need to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, this is
yeah.
not a normal
Yeah.
type of, at least it's not my personality.
No?
So let me, so I'm very impressed that you did that research because I have the IUD. I didn't do any research.
No,
I just knew I didn't want any hormones in me. So I have the copper. When I got it, it was uncomfortable, but 10 years later, I'm still here. So it's now that I'm like, okay, I need to really take my health seriously and maybe take it out. Well, it's time to take it out anyways and then consider other options. But kudos to you for really advocating for yourself and doing the research that's necessary. Because I think that's one tip that all women should take away from this.
Self-care, your health is your personal responsibility.
It's your responsibility, right? And then what I also am impressed by is when things felt wrong, you knew enough about your body.
I know my body. That's
Right.
one thing. You remember, when we met, I was just telling you about the Sex Thursday I do for my personal page. I tell all my friends, you should get to know your body. You should know when you're smelling funky. You should know when this is off. You should get to know your body. Even if on a normal day, wait, it's just one acne, but I don't have acne. How come I have just one pimple? You should know something is wrong for this period.
Yeah.
Before you should know.
Yeah. And that's important, once again, as we, I'm in my late 30s. I have 3 children. We're now at the age where we need to really start paying very close attention to our bodies. What's changing?
And
what are you taking in?
Now your girls are going to be asking questions.
Exactly. So I think that's great. And the fact that you also insisted on getting to the bottom of the issue by calling your doctors repeatedly. Because once again, I think a lot of women, let me use myself as an example, and I'm so inspired by the story because I'm going to be doing things differently moving forward. But I think a lot of times if the doctor says, no, you're good, I'm like, I don't know what else to do.
I told you that she was frustrated with me. Like, what else do you need to do? Lady, just get off the birth control pills. And I'm like, there should be another option. You're the doctor. Tell me what to do. Give me something else.
Right.
But like, give me something else. And she was like, okay, the shot, the implant, and the implant too, I've seen it real life. My friend used it and she like blew up. And immediately,
in terms of like gain weight.
Gotcha. I mean, from size 8, she went to like size 12.
Wow.
Right there.
Right.
And I was like, wait, what are you doing? Like, you're always going to walk. Well, I know you're not a gym brat, but from size 8 to size 12, like, what's going on?
What happened? Right.
Then she was like, oh, it's the implant. I'm going to go take it off. And initially, when I wanted to get on birth control, I know, I've seen it, real life example, don't get the implant.
Right.
Get anything else. But not the implant because you're going to get fat.
Right.
And eventually, I got fat with the birth control pills. Yeah, so that was how it started. So
she recommended that you go see a sex therapist. So did she give you a list of therapists to go to, or did you do your own research?
No, she was like, I can give you a list. And right there, as I was sitting with her, I was like, that's going to be money. Because anytime I go in, I get like, insurance, I get some thing I have to pay in the mail, like some bill. That was why it was so much easier to talk to her on the phone. So I don't have to pay something. Then she was trying to run from me that I had to always go into the office like, I'm going to pay this bill by the end of the month or something.
Right.
So I was like, that's going to be money. That's a specialist. My insurance don't cover that.
Gotcha. So insurance does not necessarily cover
not
a
the
sex
one,
therapist.
Not the one. I don't know about all insurance, but the one I had then, no. So that she gave me the number, like just maybe free. Most therapists, they always give you free consultation. So she was like, maybe free consultation. Just call her and tell her this is what's going on. But when I called the lady, all I wanted her to tell me was, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and I'm going to give you this prescription. All I wanted was a prescription. Just give me something to balance this
the
crazy hormones so I can be using my birth control and I will be fine with whatever you give me. Then she was like, there's nothing I can give you. We can do therapy, like I can, work on your pelvic muscle. I'll refer you to a pelvic muscle instructor. And I was like, this is all I was hearing right there on the phone was just money. And I was like, okay, thank you for your time. Bye. And the day
So the sex therapist what do they do?
I mean, I've never seen one physically.
Okay, so you didn't go
I've
in to
never
see
met
her.
one, but that was on the phone because
Okay.
I don't want. I know I can't pay for it out of pocket, and I know my insurance won't cover it.
Right.
So why go there? So, but I was still trying to pick her brain. Like, but if you tell me you're gonna do this for me, I was that desperate. No matter what the bill is, I mean, payment plan or something, I was gonna pay it. But there was no prescription for me.
Gotcha.
The most we're gonna be doing is,
Exercising,
and
Kegels.
talking. Maybe
Gotcha.
there's something else. And she kept. I mean, I understand where she was coming from. And today, too, when everyone tells me, Bami, I'm going through this, the first thing at the back of my mind is maybe something else is going on in your marriage or in your relationship. There's always something else going on. And that's what doctors have, like they piggyback, they think women piggyback around it's the birth control that is doing this. But you're not addressing the fact that you and your partner, you're having a problem.
Gotcha.
And I was like, this is like the best we've been. We're solid, we're working together, we are both finding solutions to my problem. So it's not the relationship. It is this birth control. So can you please just do something for me? But there was no option there. But for sex therapists, I know they do the therapeutic thing, they talk to you, they walk through your childhood. And there's some women that the only thing they need is just some pelvic muscle training.
Gotcha.
Exercises. They might refer you to someone else, or they might tell you to do this. They might give you things to do, like how to stimulate yourself with just exercises on your brain, psychologically. But there's no prescription.
Okay.
They just approve the
So how to
female-
stimulate yourself, like what is
Okay.
it? Like what do they call those things?
No.
Masturbating? Or,
No,
okay.
not necessarily. But so you can stay in front of the mirror, then imagine your partner, or take yourself back to the good place, the place you love. It could be a vacation or something. Then touch yourself, or imagine your partner doing it. Maybe
Why not just have your partner do it?
I mean,
Why are we imagining this?
that was what she told me.
Okay, so basically, get yourself, work on your mental state before
so
you
it
introduce your partner.
It could just be you're over your head.
Okay.
You're having sex, but you're just way over your head. You have things on your mind, so let loose, let
Gotcha.
it go. So that's what I know, but I've never seen one in real life. And I know in the future, the way Saffron C is picking up and what I want, I would love to have one on board with my company. So maybe then, I
Gotcha.
can talk
We'll find out
on
more then.
sex therapists, but right now I don't really.
Gotcha.
I just know they do more of the psychologically aspects
Gotcha.
than the prescription.
The physical.
Like, just write something for me and let me go pick it up at CVS.
Yeah.
That was what I wanted.
Yeah.
And that was what I thought. But now I just realized they just approved the female Viagra. And it's not even on the market yet. They just approved it. But, I mean, they approved it maybe too, I'm not so sure, but they approved it a long time ago, but it's not even on the market yet. We are still waiting for them to release it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, there's
I'm just
more
saying there's nothing for women.
for women.
out there.
Yeah. Even though men have lots of options.
Options.
But that's great, because then that leaves the market wide open for women.
Yeah. I mean, right now
such
we
as
have
yourself.
a lot.
Yeah.
Right now, I know we have a lot. Like, God really blessed us, especially women. And I didn't know that until when I got into my practice, like my journey, my healing journey. And when it started, the day after speaking to the therapist, the day it started, I was like, I need to get off this.
So let's
And
slow
Plan B is
down.
expensive.
So you chatted with a therapist and you decided this is not going to work for me. So then how did you then make the decision to explore your own options?
I already decided to get off the birth control pills.
Okay.
But I need something. Contraception. I mean, Plan B is like $40.
Right.
When I'm not so sure, am I going to be spending $40 every time?
Every time. Right.
So I called a friend who is a doctor back home. Then I told her, could you please give me a prescription? This is going on. I spoke to her at length. Could you please give me a prescription for contraceptive back home, because I know it works back home and it's cheap. Then a friend of mine was coming to the US then I told her to give it to the friend. She gave the prescription. She actually showed the board director the prescription and the whole thing. But the mistake she made was it was all over in a bag. So the guy was like, oh, this is a controlled substance. You can bring it in. And I was like, just drop it. She was like, oh, no, they already dropped it. And that was when I was like, oh, Jesus, back to square one. Because I was already excited. I'm getting off this thing. And if at all I need to take a contraceptive, I have the one I know it's cheap right there, free next to me. Then that was when I was like, okay, I don't want pharmaceutical medicine no more, because that did this to me. And even if I wanted, there's nothing out there for me. Okay, why not go the holistic way, the natural way?
How did you arrive at that? Okay, so first, what was the time period between you taking it and you making the decision? Was it like a month, 2 months?
No, I mean this whole story was like almost 9-10 months.
Wow. So for 10 months.
That's what I'm saying. It's a long time. I went through all the horrible experience. And when it started taking a toll on my marriage, that was when I was like, I need to get off this thing.
Gotcha.
Because, it was like, what else do you want? I mean, just get off it.
Right.
And I know I have to get off it. But I was like...
Yeah. So 10 months, and then finally, was it just, how did that inspiration come to you? Was it just out of nowhere you thought, let me look into this? Or had you been being introduced all along?
No, what happened was me and my husband, we had this challenge that he said we should do. Whoever gets 6 packs, 4 packs, gets 5,000. Yeah. So I was like, what can I use? I need to lose this belly fat. You remember, I was already fat. So it was like a motivation to lose the weight that I was trying to do. And that worked. So then I was always going to the gym. I was back at the gym, going to the gym. But I needed something else, to lose the belly fat, up my digestive system. And that was when I came across Burdock roots.
What is it called?
Burdock roots.
What is that? How do you spell it?
So it's an app, BURDOCK. So it's an adaptogen.
Burdock roots.
Yeah.
Interesting. And what does it do?
So it does everything. It makes your body to have this balance. And when you're always stressed too, it also helps your body. No, I'm sorry. It's a native. It's not an adaptogen. So it helps your body. It has so much vitamins and minerals that nourishes your body.
And it's a natural herb?
It's an herb.
Okay.
And you can get it on Amazon. I got the first one. The first one I ever got, the Burdock root was on Amazon.
Gotcha.
So, but the only thing I was looking for was for something that would make me lose my belly fat and get 4 packs.
So this helps with that as well?
It helps with digestive. It detox you. You know, when you detox your liver, when you detox your body, you're going to lose weight, especially around the belly part. So that was what I found on the internet. And
were you always someone who, because I don't take too many herbs, were you someone who had this as a background?
No,
okay,
that was
so you were just open.
No.
You were in a space of being open to whatever could work.
Yeah,
just
to get the $5,000.
Makes sense.
So that was my first app ever, and I got it just to lose the belly fat. It helps with the digestive. It detoxifies you. It nourishes your body, and I started making it. Then I started making like every night, and my husband started taking it.
And you noticed there was a difference?
Yeah, and guess what? I was taking it for the belly fat, just to lose the belly fat, and my husband also was taking it for the belly fat, but what he noticed was he got sick.
He got sick?
Like terribly sick for like the whole week. He couldn't, like the worst I've ever seen him being. He couldn't go to work for like 4 days. He was so sick, but he knew it was the herbs. Like the herbs was just like detoxifying his body, his liver. He had so much mucus. And he was like wondering, like, this has been in me all along. So he enjoyed it. He hated the fact that he was sick, but he enjoyed the fact that the herb was like taking out all the the bad things in his system and detoxifying his liver.
So how did he arrive? Because I would have thought the herbs were making him sick.
Yeah, he knew the herbs were making him sick, but they're making him sick because it's working.
How did he? So you all did research to find that out?
Yeah.
Because I would have just thought, let me stop taking the herbs.
Then I told him he wanted to. Then he talked to his pharmacy friend, our family friend, and that one was like, I mean, that's what it's doing. It's really detoxifying you. So it's either you got off it or you keep using it. And he kept using it. And afterwards, he was good and he wasn't sick for months.
Wow. So did you experience the same detox?
No. I mean, anytime I take Burdock root like 2-3 times in a row, I might get like for a few days and I'm good.
Gotcha.
But for him, maybe because he has a lot of things he needs
Crap
to
in
get
his
out of his
body.
system, he always like gets sick. Not the whole week now, maybe 2 or 3 days, and he's good. So that was when I found out the healing properties, how good herbs were. So when the bottle, or custom dropped my whole contraceptive, and I was like, okay, I have to use the natural way because I've tried something just for my stomach, but it worked for my husband, not only his stomach, but his health. So I was like, let's go the natural way.
Gotcha.
So that was when I deep dive into everything, herbalism, everything holistic health, holistic healing. What are the procedures I can take? What are the things I can use to get my body to get a balance while still on this birth control?
So you were still taking the birth control.
Yeah, remember the
Gotcha.
major thing was I don't want to get off the birth control. That was the most annoying thing I know I did to even annoy my doctor. Like, lady, get off this thing. I don't want to. I was like that stubborn. But I still wanted to keep the birth control. Keep doing what you're doing while I'm using whatever herbs that
To
will help
balance
me
yourself.
to get my sex drive back.
Gotcha.
That was how it started.
So then where did you go to do the research?
So initially, internet.
Okay.
Like the border cruise, internet. So the first thing I got was the maca powder.
Okay. The
Yeah.
maca powder.
Yeah,
And how do you spell that?
MACA. Yeah, the maca powder was the first thing I got.
And what does that do?
I got that from Whole Foods. So maca powder is an adaptogen. It gets your body to have a balance, to let your body adapt to whatever stress, whatever thing you're going through. Like, okay, so I'm going to be stressed for the whole 2, 3, 4 days because I'll be packing orders. I'm going to sleep well. I have to wake up at 3 a.m. When you use maca over and over again before you even start that process, especially around the holidays, you're going to be that stressed like you're before, but you're not going to be that stressed like you should. Like you'll notice, wait, it's 9 a.m. and I've not even had, or like 11 and I've not even had coffee yet and I'm on fire. I'm good. So that's what maca adaptogens generally, that's what they do.
Gotcha.
But maca also has aphrodisiac properties. That's something with herb. Just the way I said the border for example, it doesn't just do one thing. I was trying to use it for my stomach, but my husband was able to detoxify his own body and his liver and get his health back on track just with buttercroot. There's no herb that does just one thing.
Right.
So I got maca, and from having sex, not having sex in weeks, 4, 3 weeks, months, to, we had sex. Today's the 7th, we had sex on January 12th. Not bad. It's working.
And so I'm interested in the sexual experience then. So you got on the maca powder. You had no idea what the aphrodisiac properties were.
No, I do.
Oh, you
that
knew.
Was why. That was why you got it. Rather, that was why I got it. Just for the aphrodisiac effect. But I was trying to explain to you, it just doesn't work as an aphrodisiac killer.
Right.
Yeah, but that was when I realized, wait, I got a maca and I'm in the mood after a few.
And you noticed that you felt like you were in the mood.
Yeah.
What was the feeling? What did you feel?
Now, for the first time in a month, I was the one that initiated sex.
Gotcha.
For the first time in months, I was the one that asked for it, like, dude, let's go.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
And how long did it take after your initial kind of...
it was like maybe after 3 weeks.
So you took the maca fruit for about 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's a powder.
Were you getting discouraged when you didn't feel
No. I was
of
excited.
Okay.
Because right there, I already knew for herbs, you have to be patient. I was excited this is going to work for me. And I was like open-hearted to receive it. I was excited for it. And I know it was going to work. But I don't know when it's going to work, but I know it would work. But at least I'm much better. And my health, I was always tired, remember? It was like I found myself at the gym after weeks, after months. It was like moving slowly, but I was getting there. So right there when I took the maca and it's improved a little bit, like 10 or 20% increase, then I was like, I wonder if I mix this maca with something else.
Gotcha.
But I can't do that because I'm not an herbalist.
Right.
I'm not a holistic health practitioner. I don't want to poison myself. I don't know what herbs go with this
what?
one.
Right.
That was when I decided to go to an holistic health school. So
Interesting.
the first thing I did was just a mini course, like a free mini course, you know, like.
But hold on, before we get into that. So the sexual experience that you were having off of the maca fruit, did you feel something? So the numbness also went away? Like, were you enjoying it?
Of course.
Because you initiated it and you also enjoyed it.
Yeah,
gotcha. So you felt like everything was back
I wasn't
to normal.
back. No, everything wasn't back to normal, but I was getting there.
Gotcha. So then you said, okay, I can see the slight increase. Yeah. I think I probably need to up the doses or maybe mix it with more potent aphrodisiac. Okay. So, but you didn't want to kill yourself.
No.
So you figure, let me go somewhere to figure. Yeah. So that's when you started taking the course.
That was when I started. That was how I found my practice. That was when I started taking the course.
So how did you? How did you find the course? Are there holistic courses?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah, there are schools that you can pay about 3, 4, 5, 10,000.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah.
And you were ready and committed to do that.
Not
okay.
The only thing I just wanted to do was to find someone that can teach me how to mix herbs.
Okay.
Just for my personal use.
Gotcha.
So I don't kill myself. Just someone out there to tell me maca goes with this. I don't want to rely on internet no more. I want to hear it from a practitioner that would teach me this is what you should do or mix it with. That was how it started. So when I took the mini course, it was for 3 months. But I wouldn't say I was, officially an holistic health practitioner because that was just for your personal school. So it's Arbor Academy. And what they do, I think they're like the major holistic school in the United States. So what they do, like they were doing like promo, like, take this mini course for like, I think $70 or something for this month and learn how to, work with herbs, how to make tinctures and all that. Then I was like, okay. Then right there, I was able to make some other herbs for myself. That was when friends that I called initially, remember, like, well, what are you using? What brand of birth control are you using? And now they're like, oh wait, are you still having your stuff? And I was like, girl, it's a different day. I'm literally scared of getting knocked up again, like the sex I'm having. Jeez.
So it was it went up a level. Or maybe multiple
my
levels.
My husband gets up at 5:30 to get ready for work. And usually I get up like 6:30 when he's about to step out of the house. Like the garage door thing will wake me up and get up and get my day going, take the girls to school and all that. And right there, 5:30, as soon as his alarm is up and he's still like running around, I'm up. I'm like, dude, let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then he was now the one running from me.
Because he had to go to work.
Yeah. Aside the fact that he had to go to work, my libido was crazy.
Yeah. He wasn't taking it anymore.
No, he wasn't using
anything. Okay.
I was like up here, and he was like the way he was.
His
right
normal self.
I was like way above him.
So not only had your drive improved, were you also enjoying it more?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't like I was giving sex.
Yeah.
You just have sex we just had sex. I was enjoying it for the first time in the longest time I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like when you self-pleasure, but now you're not doing the self-pleasure thing with whatever hand or sex toys. You're doing the sex pleasure with the real thing.
Yeah.
The male organ.
Yeah.
It was just like that.
And did he notice the difference as well?
I told you he was running from me.
He said...
There were times like how it was like it, then sex improved intimacy again.
Yeah.
So right there I was always like teasing him like, come
let's go
and he was like, I have to go, I'm late and this. There were days he would tell me I'm gonna be late from work, and I'm like, oh, I know you're running from me because by the time he's gonna get back, the kids will have worn me out and I won't be able to ask for sex. Then also at work, we just had sex. before he left, and he's at work, and I'm like, texting
Still
him
feeling
again.
it. Okay.
Yeah, like, can we talk?
Yeah.
And he'll be like, I'm working right now.
Yeah.
I have to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like on fire. I'm not kidding. I was on fire.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday, let me give you an example. Yesterday, this lady that I worked with, I met her January 16th. I can't forget that day. I met her January 16th because I have a notebook. I write all my clients, the ones I'm working with, the process. I write it down. I met her January 16th. And just yesterday, it's not been 2 weeks, right? Has it been 2 weeks?
January 16th, about 2 weeks, yeah.
Then she texted me. She was like, I used the bedroom bully, I used the yoni syrup, and I used the elixir, and I'm on fire. This thing is mad. And I was just laughing at you. Ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
She said even our boyfriend is like, something is different.
What's going on?
What's
okay.
going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I was on fire.
So you gave me some products because I wanted to review it prior to this. So I'm happy to give you my review. But I want to quickly get to, once you got your situation fixed, you were still using birth control, and now you've upped your sexual drive, your libido is there, you're enjoying sex. When did you then decide, I need to then be of service to other women?
Initially, it was just a side gig. Like my friends, I was just making with them for free. Then she was telling her friends, and the friend was telling the friend, and the colleagues. People I've not met. And I was like, well, just pay me $20. I mean, just send $15. PayPal. Yeah. It was just like a smudge. I was using a paper bag to like pack it. Yeah. Like it wasn't a thing. It was just something. Yeah. Then one particular auntie that my friend introduced me to her auntie, then she told me about a friend that never enjoyed sex. Never. Not once in her lifetime. She always feel pain. Just pain. So, and I met the lady because she stays in DMV. Then she told me the way she can explain it to me is like she always feel like she's being raped willingly. Wow. I'm just there. Rape me, do your thing, and get out. Wow. And her husband knows that. So they always work together. But this is an older person. She's in her 50s. It's different from them. And what happened was she was circumcised as a child, genital mutilation. So when I left her place, before I left, she brought out all the lubricants she has used. And I was like, well, you're going to have to stay off this because, you're going to feel some stink, or they won't give you your natural moisture. We're not trying to just get it lubricated. We're trying to let your own body get its own moisture, make its own moisture. So I gave her the yoni oil and I gave her the yoni lubricant. And I gave her this fruit, Gorontula, because Gorontula.
I'm sorry, what fruit is this? Let me go ahead and write it down. The expression you made seems like I need to have this fruit in my life. What is it called?
I can tell you the story of the Gorontula too. So Gorontula, it's GOROTULA. Okay. Yeah, so that one increases it's a stronger aphrodisiac, but also it increases your lubrication. Okay. Like, there is no person I've given... There's nobody I've given Gorontula that they use it, and in 4 or 5 days, they're not like, I'm so wet. Like, you're going to be always feeling moist.
And are these for men as well?
I mean, it's just a fruit. Men can eat it. Okay,
so they have... It'll increase their libido as well.
Yeah, so when I gave it to her and I went to her place, I gave it to her and I was like, I know I'm going to help with the lubrication. That is so sure. You're going to feel so lubricated because what happens aside what is going on with no sensation is when you're having sex and you're literally dry, it's the friction. You're going to be feeling pain. Yeah. So, but I wasn't so sure if I was going to help her with the sensation. I haven't gotten to that point yet. But
at least she's she's not experiencing the pain as much.
So I made different herbs for her. Like, I made different herbs for her, even herbs I've never worked with before. From my research, my class, I went back to my mentor and like, what can I do for this person? And when I called my mom to like, what can I do? Because my mom is older, she understand women that have gone through that. And my mom explained it to me. There are different types. So there are ones that they cut them off and what they feel is just pain. Unfortunately, my client was
meaning
like
clitoris.
Yeah. What they feel is just pain. And there's some, they don't feel anything. No sensation. I mean, they have sex, but these are people that you'll meet and they will tell you, I've never, like, orgasmed before. They don't feel anything. They just know someone is in there.
I mean, the clit is outside. Why not? What about the internal sensation? Why don't they feel that?
That's the thing. That's when sex therapists come in. Those are the ones that can work with you
to get that internal
part going. And aside that, these are older.
But is that something that needs to be worked on? That's not a natural.
No, aside that, these are older people.
Okay,
their husband is just there to do their thing and get off.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yep. They're not trying to like help. The woman achieve whatever she wants to achieve. And there's some, because they can't feel the sensation, they're the ones that just sleep around. Because she can't feel anything, so she just sleeps around. That was how my mom said it. She said it in Yoruba. She said, "I want your laja boro." They just sleep around because they can't feel anything.
But why?
Huh?
That sounds like a waste of time. Who got time to be... I mean, I don't understand. Because they're trying to see if they'll eventually get it. Gotcha.
And the thing is, the only reason why they cut them is just so they don't run after boys. Just to tame them, which is a very terrible thing.
I mean,
that's another discussion for another. But that's the only reason why they did it. So I was like, Mommy, what can I do to help her? She was like, I don't know. But I mean, you know, like I said, go to a doctor. They'll talk to her and tell her things to do. I'm like, this is an older woman that don't even want people to know her business. So, and eventually I made her herbs. Her money was like close to $300. Different herbs.
Because of all the different things you made.
I just told her, just be consistent. Just this and do like a lot of stuff. I gave her like almost 12 stuff. Then I was expecting her to call me maybe 3, 4, or 5 months afterwards. Then 2 weeks after, or 3 weeks thereabout after, midnight around past 11, she called me, and I don't pick calls at night because my kids, they're sleeping. So she called me, I didn't pick up. I went downstairs, pick up my headphones because she left a voicemail. Then I honestly thought she had a question about like one of those herbs. Then the lady that introduced that to me called me, left a voicemail. So I was like, okay, something is going on. So I went back to bed. On bed, I listened to the voicemail, and she was literally praying for me.
Wow.
She was so happy. She said,
wow.
In Yoruba, like she was praying, you know, the deep prayer that people will pray for you, like, thank you for helping me.
So that means she finally enjoyed it.
For the first time in her life, someone in her 50s, she enjoyed sex. She had the sensation for the first time in her life.
I'm sure her husband is praying for you too.
That was how, and the lady that introduced that to me called me. She said, I must call you to tell you thank you. That was how good she felt. Wow. And that was how it changed. And right there, I was already taking a break from school because I was doing my master's in public health as an epidemiology. But I already took register for classes, you know, the biostats and the whole classes towards epi. And right there, I changed all my courses to reproductive health, alternative medicine, women's health. And that was how I found my path. Wow. Using my, you know, try to advance learning more about medicine and women's health and sexual health. That was how I started. Then after that, I also went back to the school, about the holistic school. Then I got certified as an holistic health practitioner. I took another school, another degree, that I got certified as a Yoni health practitioner. That was how it started.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. No. I mean, I was adding up all the hours of school. And then she also said she's an attorney, so I don't even know where to start.
She's also a lawyer.
Oh yeah, that was the day. That was the time I traded my legal
career
for holistic or practitioner. That was the day. The lady's story just changed because I was like, I did this.
Yeah,
this is the work of my hands. I did this. I made this. And even now, when I don't even get reviews, and people use it and they don't even get back to me, but they go back to the store to buy, I know it's working for you. You don't want to tell me what's going on, or you don't want to spill the details. That is fine. I know it's working for you. And it doesn't drain me. Even if it's one person in 1 month that reached out to me or dropped a review on the website, I'm okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So Tammy just walked in. So hi, Tammy. Do you want to grab a seat? Oh, you look so nice too. I love the head wrap. Matter of fact, I'm about to start adding this whole head wrap situation to my
here.
It's what?
Yeah, I bought one from her. It's so pretty.
It's beautiful. And I like how you wrapped it. So grab a seat. I think they have some in the conference room there. So we're going to squeeze. Because now I want us to do the review.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was how Saffron C started.
Wow. So what when was that? That was which
The
month?
complaint itself, that was last year summer, so that was around June.
Okay, so you got the review from the woman.
Yeah, because fall started in August. Yeah, that was June, because I started classes in August. Yeah, that was June.
Wow.
Yeah, that was June.
And since then, your store is up and running. Yep. It's online. You have the branding. I don't know what just happened. 1 second. You have the... Okay, so your store is online.
Yeah.
You have the branding. You've done the photo shoot. Yeah. It's all... so what's the website? Share with everyone, because that's where you're going to find all the products that we are going to review now.
Yeah.
So what's the website?
Okay, so the website is www.saffroncstore.com.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So let me. So we're recording. So I have the.
I think the light is too much.
Well, the lighting is not great. Okay, all right. So let me talk about. I went to go see Bami.
Yeah,
was it on Monday?
That was on Monday.
On Monday,
and today's Friday.
Yes, today's Friday. So Bami was like,
see the glow.
Bami was like, so what's the situation that you're trying to work on?
That's my first question.
To God be the glory. Ain't no situation.
You're so lucky.
Ain't no situation.
You're
good.
So lucky.
So, I mean, aside from when we're fighting with each other.
No, I mean sex situation.
Which is why, so I got all the products, and then at around that time is when my husband decided to pick a fight with me. So I had to get some coaching. The devil is a lie. So I had to get some coaching from Tammy. I was like, we got all these products. I'm going to figure, I need to make sure that we can put it to use. Mm-hmm. So she gave me some counseling, ways to dodge and finagle. So
for now,
so I went home because I knew I was going to be taking this, made up with the man. Okay, but sorry. So it was all good. So let me just start. So on Monday, I did what is this called? This is the Yoni steam.
Yoni steam.
So the Yoni steam, yes. Yeah. The Yoni steam, can you describe it? And then I'll tell you what the effects of it were for me, what I experienced.
Okay, so the Yoni steam is literally the first thing I tell everyone to get. When I work with them one-on-one. But, some people just go on the website, they buy whatever they want to buy. But this is my first recommendation because this was how I started. Mm-hmm. The first thing I ever used was Yoni steaming. Mm-hmm. And when I started the healing process. Mm-hmm. So the Yoni steaming helps with your circulation. It helps with your libido. It helps with all female, whatever thing is going on. Even if you're not having sex. Even if you've had your tube ties or you've had your womb removed, because you're still going to get infection or you might get infection. And even if you're good, you've never had yeast infection in like 2-3 years, guess what? You've been using sanitary towel all along. You've been using tampons. You've been using some chemical vaginal wash. Everyone I've worked with, personally, when I asked them how did they start it, when did they start it, you know the thing they tell me? It started from, people that have BV, yeast infection, some itching or dryness. It started from using Vagisil, vaginal wash. It started from using all those mainstream vaginal wash.
So you would not recommend, obviously, Vagisil, all of those things.
Nope,
but what
just
about
use
tampons
water.
And pads?
How do just people use 100% cotton. Because then, going back then, my mom always used this cotton that was like bulky and you're going to feel like you're wearing diaper.
Yeah, sexy.
Yeah, back home. And every time
so
I'm like...
where do you get that? Where do you get 100% cotton?
I don't know.
In Target, there's a brand... I don't know, whatever, but there's a brand.
Yeah, but...
there's a brand called Real, whatever. I think they're Korean ladies, and that's the... Because remember, you were getting on me that, why am I using pads? But they're an all-natural, all-cotton brand, and you can find them in Target. I mean,
but aside
and what's the name of it? You don't know?
Real.
No,
Real.
I have a friend
but
now.
Spelled R-A-E-L.
What's her name? Anne.
But Anne does it too, sorry.
Yeah. Anne that sells...
Mrs. 82
that sells cotton sanitary towel, and our own has herbs in
Used
there.
with herbs, yeah.
Oh, what is it called?
Yeah.
Mrs. 82.
MRS.
Yeah,
MRS82.com. And
real cotton.
yeah, so imagine someone in her 45. She has had a period since 13. So let's say my math is so terrible. So let's say in 30-ish years, she has had all those chemicals
In her, right.
soap. Even your soap, I mean, before Vagisil and all those vaginal wash became popular, we were using soap down there. Let's be honest. All those stuff. Do you know the chemical in your soap? The sulfates in there? It's now that everyone is conscious, especially the mainstream stuff. Like if you find, let's say Neutrogena, for example. I don't know. I don't use Neutrogena, but I'm saying now they will tell you now without sulfates, now without this. So all along they add all those stuff.
All the chemicals in it.
But now, everyone uses shea butter. We use, the natural body black soap. So you're like, I'm good. But then think back to those years that you've infused and you've used all those terrible stuff. So you need yoni steaming, and it helps with bloating, especially when you're about to get your period. And if you're getting suppressed period, like going back to women I've worked with that they've not had their period for months, for weeks, or they always skip period. And when they go to their OB, they will tell them it's normal. It's a normal thing. Even if you're not getting your period in 6-10 months, it's normal. I mean, your body will regulate itself, blah, blah, blah. The most they will give you is birth control to induce your period. And I worked with this lady before Thanksgiving. She got her herb on Monday, Thanksgiving, 4 days. She hasn't gotten her period in 8 months. She got her period for the first time.
Wow.
In 8 months.
Wow.
So yoni steaming works with, I'm telling you, everything. Like if you're having sex, if you're not having sex, if you don't plan to have sex, but you're a woman, as long as you're a woman, you should get yoni steaming. And
so let me tell you how I used it. So I went home and I did exactly what you said. It's 3 or 4 cups of I used the you gave
saw
me,
that was very helpful compared to not using the seed bath.
Yeah. So kind of like when you first have your baby, there's that
they give you that thing at the hospital.
That you sit on.
Yeah, that's
so
the only way I explain to people that they're like, "What's yoni steaming?"
You didn't get that?
Really?
Oh, I didn't have a vaginal birth. So
they give it to you at the hospital, and they tell you to sit on hot water to cleanse your uterus from all those blood.
So for those who have it, definitely, I guess, whip it out. I think I threw mine away.
I mean,
yes. But otherwise, you can go on Saffron C to get it, and then you use 2 hands.
Just a little bit. I mean, you can use this thing for like 10. Maybe 10, 8 times. Compared to me, I do yoni steaming like every other week. Like this won't do it for me. Yeah, this one, it depends. I mean, you can do it every week if you want to. But if you just want to get a good vaginal health, you have nothing, you're getting your period, it's 5 days or 4 days, whatever, everything is good, and you're getting the red blood, the only thing is just do it before your period, maybe 3 days before your period, and do it like for 3 days in a row after your period. That's all. But for me, I use it every time.
And how you do it is hot water, 3 or 4 cups of hot water, you put it in the bath, you put the herbs in there, you put it over your toilet, and then you sit on it. Make sure it's not too hot, because for someone like myself, I actually think I burnt myself a bit.
I told you, because I literally
I'm going to take the...
I literally did a demo for her.
She did do a demo. It wasn't till the next day.
Yeah, like
it was but I was trying to get it potent.
No. The herbs is what you need. Just the steam. The steam from the herbs are going to go in there. You don't need the hotness.
Yeah, don't burn yourself.
No,
but I burnt
please,
myself.
no.
But what I will say in terms of a review is literally.
So what do you feel afterwards?
Okay, so the next day, I did feel. First of all, I'm not very regular. If we understand, I don't go to the bathroom to do the number 2 often. I'm not very regular. I felt like, and my preference has always been first thing in the morning. I would like to. I went the first time, so I felt like that it actually regulated me in that way, which was interesting
because of the circulation.
Yes, and I also did feel clean.
And you got the Bodoc one. Remember, she got the detox one. Yeah,
maybe that's what it was.
Bodoc.
Because honestly,
the Bodoc I told you about.
It's in there.
It's in here.
Okay, so let me tell you.
Yeah.
I felt so clean, so good. So that was first day. I didn't necessarily feel the tingles, but it was very late because I think I left your house pretty late and then went to sleep. So I didn't do much. Except for made up with my husband one night happening. So we went to sleep. But I did feel good. Yeah. The whole day, I felt like a slight tingle. Mm-hmm. Now, let me say, I woke up the next day and I took...
the Yoni syrup. Or the Yoni oil. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Which one did I take?
The Jumbly?
Hold on. I haven't started. The next morning, I took the Yoni syrup.
Okay.
So that was a Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. I saw you on Monday.
You saw me on Monday?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next morning, I took the Yoni syrup. And the Yoni syrup, from what you said, is supposed to... it's what gives you your vagina a good taste.
Good taste. It makes it sweet, nutritious, and delicious, but it's also mild aphrodisiac too.
It's a mild aphrodisiac.
Yeah, just very mild one.
I think I felt the aphrodisiac is what I'm trying to say.
Just very. If you take a lot of it, you're gonna feel it. There's this lady that she's now my friend. Mm-hmm. The only thing she gets after she went through the whole healing process, the only thing she gets right now is just the Yoni syrup. Mm-hmm. She's good, and she just uses it just for the aphrodisiac effect, not even to taste good or that. Yeah.
So what I'll say is I took it. I think I took 2-3 drops, and maybe like an hour or so later, I did feel like some tingles.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an under. Kind of like a simmering tingles in the background.
That's one
but
thing.
your body is kind of like,
that's one thing
ready.
With aphrodisiac.
We're ready.
People think you're... I mean, I don't blame everyone because when you see aphrodisiac in stores or even online, they name it as love potion, lady something, and you think you're going to take it and in the next minute you're like, ooh, no. Yeah. I mean, it might even take weeks or a few days or months for some people, but aphrodisiac is not something you use right now, and you're like, yes, I'm good to go. But if you're good, I mean, your blood sugar is good, you have the good health, you're very good, and the only people, I'm so sorry, but the only people I can use as an example is someone like Tammy that goes to the gym every day, because you're very healthy. I mean, going to the gym not because I want to get fat stomach or this, but you're going there to be healthy, you're conscious of what you're eating, you're good. The vegans, when they use bedroom bully one time, Jesus. Jeez. Yep.
So Tammy, have you used this? Because I'm trying to see if you have.
The Yoni syrup I have.
You have? Okay. Yeah. What's your... and you also use the...
Yeah.
So what's your review of these two before we move on to the next?
Oh, so for I'll start with the Yoni steam.
Yeah.
I've had it like since when you started, before you even...
she had it since last year.
Yeah. But
before Saffron C was Saffron C.
Yeah. But I never had the little sit bath, so I didn't, use it. So when I finally, it was like, last month that we got together at some different event, and she finally had them, because her baths are, she had them made, customized.
Yeah, customized, because the person that made it is someone that does medical, the sit bath they give you at the hospital, the company does that for hospitals. So it's very good and it's very quality
stuff. So I finally, I got that, used it, and did I think I called you how often should I do it? So I think I did it for 5 days straight.
Oh wow.
I saw an amazing transformation. I don't have problems with I'm extremely regular to the core, whereas on the 28th day I get my period.
You get your period.
The color is fine, everything.
Because you're healthy.
Yeah, but so I never had any issues, but I did have stuff with I don't know how real we're gonna get, but I'm bothered by scent and and also it was also moistness, wet. Yeah. But that took care of everything. It was just healthy, and I actually even felt better, felt lighter. I'm very regular, so that wasn't something that but I noticed the difference from the first day, and then when I finally did have my cycle. Everything that
I told you about the red blood.
I thought my blood.
When I was talking to her on the phone, she was like, "It's red." I was like, "No, you're gonna notice this is a different kind of red. It's gonna be a nail color, red. You're gonna wonder what happened."
And you did it 5, because I only did it once.
I mean, you just started.
I asked her. Okay. So I asked her oh, how often? Because I liked it one because it felt. I was doing something for myself. Like, even if it was 10 minutes in the morning right before showering and after getting the kids, it just felt like time to almost kind of shut out and be on your own. So I wanted that whole thing. Like, I was like, I'm taking care of myself. It feels good. It's nice. It's hot, whatever. But then I also have like 10, 15 minutes where I can just kind of check out and just be like, I'm taking care of myself. So I wanted to do it repeatedly. So I did it for 5 days in a row. Just to even kind of see, like, just kind of, I like to test people's claims. So I tested it. And then I told you about the cycle. And I was like, the first day I noticed it was darker. Like, everything she basically
I told you, that was what I told you too. I said, when you get the period, the first day is going to be, the period you get, the color you get at the last day, the 5th, 6th day, that's the first color you get for your first 2 days. Then the 3rd day, gosh, it's going to be bright red.
Wow. Okay.
And one thing, though, I would say about my cycles is that it was extremely heavy. Before, it was always really heavy. It seems like it regulated it this time around.
I told you, all women should get your
but it wasn't like, it was always like, oh my gosh, like, am I going to still have blood left? Like, that's how heavy I was.
Yeah, mine is pretty. Do you have IUD? Because mine is very heavy too. No. What do you have?
Nothing.
Interesting.
Well, you didn't tell me you have IUD.
I told you. I said I have the same copper one.
No, I mean the day when I met you. Because when
I still got it in. Why?
You didn't tell me that. Because if you have IUD, you're supposed to do it for just like 10 minutes.
How long were you doing it?
Probably a good 30 minutes.
You should go see your doctor. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm just kidding.
I thought she understood. I'm not kidding. You better go see your doctor because number 4 might be on the way.
No. I mean, because, the steam goes into your uterus.
Yeah.
And so the IUD already blocked that place, right? Your uterus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might loosen it a bit because circulation, moisture, you get.
It's time for it to come out. It's fine.
But still, if you have IUD on, that's the one thing I tell everyone. Use it for 10 minutes, especially first timers, just 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
But if you're pregnant, you can use it. If you currently have infection, you can use it.
Okay.
But if you have
if you're
IUD,
pregnant, you can use it?
No, you can't.
I thought you said
No, you can't use it. But if you currently have IUD on, just 10 minutes at most.
Okay,
and it shouldn't burn. It should be very mild.
Please don't burn.
Because you don't want...
Mine was
you don't want...
hot.
Copper is metal.
I took her to the restroom and I made a demo for her.
Had the temperature of the kidney.
Yeah. I was trying to have it. Whatever was stuck up there.
And you have a metal copper in there. Copper is metal. Hot. You just having a chemical reaction.
Listen, no wonder my body... Let me... Okay.
Your body was like, ooh, overdrive.
So you felt good. So that's all right. And then what about that? Because I'm going to tell you what happened the next day with this. Okay, what about that?
And the Yoni syrup I've used in conjunction with the bedroom bully. So I can't really say
on an individual.
Individual.
This one is good. So first thing in the morning, I'll put this on, and if you just want to feel like an undercurrent of tingling,
my daily
so that
one is
at any
one.
point, if your boo calls you at 2 o'clock, you be like, you ain't gotta say nothing but the word. You stay ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
you're ready,
good.
so you don't have to get ready.
No, you stay ready. Okay. You sit on ready. So that was good. That was Tuesday. I was ready all day, and went home. So I was telling Mac, you already know what time it is today, right? Like, you understand what's happening.
We have to study.
You understand what's happening. And he's looking at me like, what is your problem? And all this other stuff. Whatever. So I now gave him, because I knew I then needed to take the bedroom bully. Yeah. So mind you, I had this working in me the whole day. So then I took 3 drops because Tammy said only take 1. But I said, let's be sure.
Yeah.
So I took 3 drops of the bedroom bully.
Yeah.
And your head was.
So mind you, I took 3 drops of the bedroom bully. And because I wanted got to also be be I gave him the 3 drops of the bedroom.
Men can use it.
Can men use it?
That's something with aphrodisiac. Most of these herbs, they help women more. But it doesn't mean men can use it. But men can use it like a thing I use every day. But I mean, okay, you're about to do it. Even people get creative. Like as soon as they're having the sex, you can put a drop of the Yoni syrup in his mouth. You can lace it on there for him to lick it. You can put a drop of the bedroom bully in his mouth. And most times when I'm making my herbs, I actually just give it to my husband. Like, okay, I know how it tastes. It's kind of sweet, but can you please taste it for me? Is it sweet or not? So, yeah.
So I gave it to him. He was like, I don't know. What am I supposed to be feeling? I don't know. So, whatever. So then I said, okay, you don't worry. I remember you said the steam can be ingested, can be drank. So I made us some tea.
Okay. Yeah, it can. It can.
Okay. No, I'm learning. I'm like,
It can, because everything I use, it's edible.
Yes.
But the people, the clients, the first thing they roll their eyes like, okay, if it's edible, why am I putting it down there? Why can't I just drink it? But you working with it inside is different from you trying to cleanse your vagina. It's different from you trying to work with your uterus. So you can drink it because everything in there is edible. You can see the buttercroot, the calendula, the hibiscus flower, the zobo back home. Everything is edible.
So we made us some tea.
That's good.
I drank it.
You should have gotten the men's tea.
I told you that day.
You should have gotten the men's tea.
I didn't think about it.
Oh my goodness!
Why I didn't think about it.
Once it takes the men's tea and it kicks in for him, geez, you're gonna be like waiting, like, are we done? Because that literally like sucks.
That's the three kings.
Yeah, the three kings, the king and the 3S. So that makes them last longer. So the king. On a normal day,
did you?
No. She actually brought this stuff. I told her just going to do podcast. I totally forgot.
You are Saffron C. You're always supposed to run Saffron C. I'm just kidding.
I totally forgot to bring some. I didn't know we were going to go into products. I thought we were just going to talk about Saffron C and Valentine's Day or something. So the king, you're going to notice, okay, on a normal day you do 1 hour thereabout. By the time it kicks in for him, you're going to be there for 1 hour, 45 minutes. On a normal day, you can do quickie for 10 minutes or 15 minutes because the kids are right there. You can't do quickie with the king and the 3S.
Okay, so we'll get us the king. So we drank this, and he was saying I was feeling it right away. I was
That's
ready.
another thing, because you're using everything.
Yes.
And you already got that good circulation going on with the Yoni Simi.
Yes. So he was like, he's not really sure what he's feeling. I think he just was taking, like, he wasn't really sure.
He was thinking too much.
He was probably drinking too much. But
initially when I started my journey and I was trying to make something for my husband, and when I made the king for him, even before I put it out to be selling on Saffron C, it was my lab right, obviously. And for like 3 weeks, it was like, I can't feel anything. I can't feel anything. And I'm like, you're not using it the way I used it. When I started, I was using it every day. You just pick it up and you're like, oh, okay, we're about to have sex, or I want to have sex. Oh, let me go make that tea. No, you're like skipping. You have to keep using it every day, not purposely because you want to see something with your libido. Just see it as a supplement. But now that he understood what I've been saying all along, when he kicks in, now he's the one selling for me.
He understands.
Telling his friends about it.
Right.
Yeah, so I get what your husband, men are like that. They're like, they thought they're going to use something. And it's normal because there's this thing, Alamo bitters at home. There's this bitter cola thing or bitter, one drink like that. So when you take it and like immediately or maybe a few hours after that, men get in the mood. So they think it's something like that. But that's like a very strong alcohol with herbs. So it
the man has access to natural herbs. So he went to smoke himself. So he came ready. So he was good.
Always Saffron C. Okay, so
I think the point is,
where were the kids?
It was a good night, though. The point
I'm so happy to hear that.
It was a good night.
That's the thing,
you can see the glow.
Yeah. I noticed she was different too, but I was like,
I noticed you was good.
The first time I met her, like, oh, you were driving, you drove for like 45, 50 minutes, and now you're relaxed. It's in the morning.
Yeah.
That was why I didn't say anything, but I noticed you were different.
I've been detoxing and all that. So so that was Tuesday, and then Wednesday. I don't think I drank. So Wednesday, this stays. Now this is my daily.
Because it's delicious. Because it's delicious too.
Yes, the Yoni drop. I put
syrup.
2-3 Yoni syrup, 2-3 drops every morning. Once again, is like good. And then the next day,
this is my boo.
No, the bedroom bully. Yes, the next day.
You didn't use the bedroom bully the first day, or you did, or no?
No, she said on Tuesday.
Oh no, on
the
Tuesday.
bedroom bully with the Yoni syrup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You gave him some.
And I gave him some. Yes. So then on Wednesday, I tried the yoni oil, because I wanted to isolate the different experience just to see what was going on. So the yoni syrup. Can you talk about the yoni syrup?
Yeah,
what it's
so
meant
the yoni oil.
The yoni oil.
So the yoni oil is just good vaginal health, nothing sexual. But I will tell you the sexual aspect of it. This lady brought out the sexual aspect. So the yoni oil is just to promote good vaginal health.
Yes,
I mean prevents BV, gets you lubricated naturally.
So you put a couple of drops and then
every morning, instead of you using your body cream, because some people still use their body cream down there. Yeah. You won't be surprised some people still spray a little bit of perfume far off. Yeah, down there.
It's painful.
Yeah. So, because they want to smell good. You can't blame them. They don't know what else to do. They don't know what else to use. So you just use the yoni oil, just one drop, cream down there every morning. So it prevents BV, it gets you lubricated. It moisturizes your vagina, which is something most people don't pay attention to. So you have to drink a lot of water. You have to be hydrated. So you'll be hydrated down there too. But if you use your yoni oil every day, you're moisturizing your vagina just the way you moisturize your face. You should moisturize your vagina too. And when your vagina is good, your yoni is good, you can't have cancer. You can't have infection, because it's a good place. It's good. You have all the good bacteria going and flowing in there. So, but fast forward, ending of last year, Temi came to my house and she was it was over the phone. Was it over the phone or you came?
Over the phone. I know.
Oh, it was over the phone. It was over the phone. So she was like, "Oh, the yoni oil. I used it as a lubricant and it's amazing." And I was like, "I made this thing and I've never used it as a lubricant before." And I tried it. I was like, "Oh my goodness, Temi, God bless you."
Tell us how you used it as a lubricant. That's interesting.
I mean, you just use it before sex.
So yeah, basically, I think I guess I had showered and I used it.
Yeah.
And I basically just used it like what it says on the the label, I think.
But you can put it in your bath water. This was before this good, nice packaging.
And and I was just like, well, let's see how.
Yeah.
And not that I ever had lubrication problems or anything like that, whatever. But I was like, oh, let's see. And then, obviously, like you said, how men are. James was very skeptical. What is this?
Yeah, what is this?
The one time he thought it was like a fluke. Second time he was like, is this thing for me?
Yeah.
So he was like, so he felt
because you're going to enjoy that moisture,
and he
that
felt
lubrication,
like, some kind of difference with this. So I thought that's what it was, like oil, like it's yoni oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used it. I when I've used it during the day.
Yeah.
I actually feel the moisture right away.
Yeah.
Like maybe
and
30
it's not glossy.
No.
It just gives you.
So it's interesting because if you're using it during the at the start of the day, and you feeling wet there the whole day.
No, you're not supposed to feel wet. You're not supposed to use a lot. You're just supposed to use a little. I mean, the most I use is like this.
Okay.
Every day. But when I want to have sex, the most, use it as a lubricant, the most I use, I can use 2-3 of this. But just every day, just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like one drop.
Maybe because you're using,
you went and did 2-3. What?
Maybe because you're using it. Just a little. Even this is fine. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm using too much then.
Yeah, just a little bit. And you know what? Because it's just good oil infused with herbs. And even days that I have heavy makeup on, like this is my normal day of heavy makeup. I don't make up that much. When I wash my face and I use scrub because it's so dry, I still pat my
this on your face?
Yeah, it's good. I still use my yoni oil on my face.
Okay. As a moisturizer?
As a moisturizer. Not every day,
I know, but
days when I know my face is so dry and I need some serum, some oil, I use this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll probably use
that. It has calendula. Calendula is very good for your face. It has all the good herbs for your delicate, just the way your vagina is very delicate and sensitive, same as your face.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. No, no, it's good. It's good, is what I'll say. All
Tell
around.
Me about Saffron C.
Yeah. No, I don't know if I was skeptical. I don't know. I don't know that I knew
everyone
what to
is like that. That was why I told you when I spoke with you over the phone. When I speak with you over the phone, I was like, everyone thinks I don't need this. The first day they hear about it or they see, they're like, I'm good. I mean, I'm having sex, so what else? I don't need it. But it goes beyond sex. It's to get your good healthy vagina, your good yoni, even if you're not having sex right now, you don't even have a man. I mean, yoni steam and yoni syrup. I mean, yoni oil. And just to, there was this client I was talking to maybe last month, and she was like, oh, my husband is not here. I mean, it is currently in some country, and so she wanted to get everything because it's coming, but she didn't want to get the yoni syrup because right there she wanted to start the whole thing. But she was like, I mean, why should it be sweet now? Because there's no one to taste if it's sweet. Even if you and your husband, you're not going down on each other, or your partner, you're not going down on each other, that doesn't mean your vagina should not be sweet or delicious. It's for you. It's you, because when your vagina, your yoni is, when you're having problems down there, just like your armpits, if you're smelly, if you're coming from the gym, you don't want to do this to someone or sit next to someone. But guess what? If you know I just had my shower and this deodorant I'm using, or no deodorant, I know I smell good. You can do this the whole day. Same with the vagina. You're going to have your confidence back. You don't have to use it because of a man. Yeah. Everyone should use it. Just like you go to the gym, and I mean, before, right there, anytime I get, the booty juice on the gym thing, immediately I clean it off and I'm conscious like who's looking. But now when I stay in the chair, I know, well, it's just the juice. It's not smelling juice. It actually tastes good. And I just clean it up just a little bit. Yeah, like...
You're welcome. I was going to say
I clean it up, but I don't look around like...
service to the world.
Who is looking like I feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because what if the person sits on it and it's smelly or something? But now I know it's just the juice. It doesn't smell bad. And by the time this yoni syrup kicks in, like you use it every day,
you have to use it more every day.
And your vagina generally, if
is going to tell you taste sweet.
And your vagina, like a healthy vagina, really should not have any odor in general. Like it should really just be.
But it should have. From what I've read, but then that's conventional, like what mainstream is saying, is that it should always have something. But I will say,
I mean, it shouldn't smell like flowers. It shouldn't smell like.
But it shouldn't even have like any type of smell, right?
That's what I was saying.
But they're saying in mainstream is like, you should expect it to have some kind of scent. But maybe that's what they're saying, because you're masking and using all these like harsh chemicals.
Yeah.
But I will say that even while I was on my cycle. The odor had dramatically reduced too.
That's what I noticed right away.
Yeah.
So even while you're on your cycle, so it's just like, this is amazing. Good stuff. So
everyone should.
So it's great. I think everyone should get it, even if you're good. I think just for the regulation of your system, this is amazing. I felt regular, and I think once again, women are in their prime. They say you hit your prime when you're like in your 30s. So if you just need to stay ready,
and you should try the libido booster too. That's another thing.
I gotta go to work. Can be walking around constantly ready.
Well, I gotta work. You might not have to work.
Yeah, maybe
you're right. I take care of you.
Yeah,
you just do.
Just stay home.
Just stay home.
Pray. Let me go.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Because the libido booster, the first thing everyone hears when they hear the libido booster, they think is, the libido is going to be raving.
Yeah.
No, it's actually balance your hormones. I mean, it promotes your libido, but it also gives you energy.
Okay.
So
and is that for men too?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one for men.
The one for men is the three king. The king. Why am I saying the three? Tell me. The king and the three S. So the libido booster also gives you energy.
Okay.
So that time I was always tired, and I fixed it with the marker and all. That was how I made my own. Improve your libido, balance my hormones, but also give me energy, good energy. Because when you're energized, you're going to feel everything. You're going to be ready.
Yeah. So, Now, is there ever too much? Because what I want to start doing is this. I'm actually trying to be more natural, so I want to drink less coffee, and I wonder, can I be drinking this first thing in the morning?
You have the queen. Did you get the queen?
Okay. No, I didn't get that.
Oh, okay. You should get the queen.
So get the king and the queen.
Yeah. So the queen,
daily.
Yeah, the queen is an aphrodisiac.
Okay.
But it's like I said, aphrodisiac are not something you use and you're like, woo, wow, woo. No, you're gonna be good. It increases your energy, and the main ingredient in the queen is Damiana, and that one improves the circulation. It also gives you energy. I mean, not mad energy, but you're gonna be good for the whole day. Like gives your body balance. Then also it awakens your touch. That was why I chose it. So, okay, when I sent it out to people before I sold, because I always do that. Anytime I create something new, I send it out to my circle, my clients that I know they want to try something. What else did you make? So the ones that smoke weed among them, the way the two of them, the way they describe the same, they're not together. They've never met each other. So the way they described the Damiana to me, both of them was like they felt like they smoked weed and they had sex and they didn't smoke weed. You know, because I was like, okay, when you smoke weed, what usually happens? She was like, you're going to feel everything. You're going to feel the whole touch, the whole grab, everything. It's going to be like you're dreaming and you're having good sensual
Can I have
sex.
that? What is the name of this one?
The Queen.
Oh, the Queen.
Yeah.
Can I have it today?
Yeah.
It's
It's at all.
This is a long weekend.
He's at
I need a Queen and trying to get some work.
You're going to feel everything. The old touch. It's going to be different.
Mind you, I have something on right now.
Yeah. It's going to be different. So instead of you using, I can make you a tea you drink every day just for good health, to get you going, give you energy. That's what I take every morning. My tea is right there. That's what I take every morning. But the Queen, when I know, okay, by the end of the week, I want to feel everything. Like this Valentine's Day, I want to have. Well, I think that was last December when we had the Saffron C event, and I was saying Valentine's sex, and Timmy was like, "What's Valentine's sex?" I was like, "Well, I think Valentine's sex should be slow and like the movies, not something like you pull me and draw me and this." That's when I use my Queen often when I want to feel everything. Yeah, but I understand what you say, like what is too much. When it's too much, you're gonna know. Okay, you're gonna be sitting down and you literally can't control it, and you're feeling those sensations.
I need to draw back.
Okay, slow down. Voila. Your body is gonna be good for the next month. You don't even need anything. Okay, then when you notice where I'm drifting off, is now the one initiating sex more. Start your Saffron C again.
Okay.
So how often should the man be drinking the King?
Every day.
Every day.
Because by the time it kicks in, you would know. You would be the one to know. They wouldn't know.
Then we're going to have to hide the tea.
They wouldn't know.
What do you mean?
But if it's too much, I'm like, we need to hide this.
No, both of you are going to be ready. You're drinking the Queen.
But that's when you know it's too much. He said, when it's like, hey, it can't work.
No. I mean, it's not like you're going to be having sex 3 times a day. You can if you want to, but you would know. Wait, we had sex Monday, we had sex Wednesday, we had sex Friday, Thursday. Like it's going to be different if you're looking back at it, and it's not going to be just sex. It's going to be a good sex.
It's not going to be just.
It's going to be a good sex. And also, you're going to notice, especially for the 3 years, you're going to notice it now lasts long. Like, okay, I'm already done with mine. I'm done. Like, dude, it's time to go. And it's still there. You're still waiting for him. Yeah, that's the 3 years. Oh. You're going to notice that.
So the 3 years gets them...
Yeah. The longer and the stamina too. You're going to notice that. He will notice that. I mean, with the libido, it might be good, but the King is for the libido. I'm sorry. The King is for the long. The King is for the stamina and lasting. Then the 3 S is the libido.
Oh, for the libido.
So you said the King, when you were talking about the event, is more for older guy, older men. Younger men probably don't really need
nothing.
They're always but men that are like in their
not older, but as soon as you're eating your 40s or late 30s, I mean you're
30s,
getting
40s,
there.
You're getting
getting
there.
there.
Is good. And we're talking about age demographics right now a little bit. Young guys, just go and sit down somewhere.
I mean, you're good. But, you might need a little pick me up, just a little bit, but you don't need to be taking the tea every day. But as soon as you're eating your 30 and your guy, take it every day, and your lady will know, because she'll be like, "Are you done?"
Especially if you're doing that. Well, I think what's good about this or these enhancers is even if you're done, I think you can go again. Like you have multiple sessions. So
that's you might have sex at night. Today's Friday night you had sex before you went to bed. Guess what? Saturday morning you're having sex again. Right. Saturday night you're having sex again. You will know it when you think back, but you just know the intimacy is different, the sex is different. It's good sex.
I just have a question, because we're talking about all of this sex, right? This is not something pertaining to me, but if you're having all this like whatever, and you're trying to control not having children, and you're
I
need to talk about all that. So how does someone who is like, oh, I'm good at the children, department right now, we're not trying to have more, because as you're having more sex, you open the door, whatever. But so what is someone supposed to do to kind of like safeguard that?
Okay, so I have a perfect example. I met this lady, and I told her my herbs, they promote fertility too. Because when your hormone is balanced and your body is doing what it's supposed to do, you're prone to have babies because you're reversing the time. And so I was like, are you on birth control? She said, no, but I'm good. Like, I know how to handle myself. And I was like, okay, I just told everybody that pick up something from me, and I know you personally, please use a condom, or please get on the birth control pills, or even okay, you use a condom, still let him pull out with the condom, because if there's a little bit of drop in that thing, you might have babies. Then later on, I met her, and she was like, I'm pregnant.
Oh, Lord. That's not funny. That's not a joke.
And she was like, I'm pregnant.
No.
I mean, you're good. You have an IUD, but just make sure you don't do the
out. I got to take it out. It's 10
so
years.
the thing with the protection is, while I was telling her she is the perfect example, because I've spoken to her personally several times. And what I told her is, you have to protect yourself. If it's condom that works for you, but still at the back of your mind, no, I'm using Saffron C.
Yeah.
So
and I'm thinking,
with
like,
condom
married,
and pull out.
Most married couples are not really using. So you're saying,
so if you're married and you have IUD, you're good, but still be thinking, I have this at the back of my mind. I'm at the back of your mind. Still have that thing like, something, I don't want this to happen. Myself, for example, I have the implant. But despite the fact that I have the implant is not doing what it's supposed to do. Dude, can you please pull up? Because I want Saffron C. I am Saffron C. I don't want it, but guess what? If I thought there's a little bit of thing in there, I know the implant will do its thing. Yeah, because the good, holistic health, they work with your body. They reverse whatever has been going on. They balance your body. So the hormones, when they see those hormones, they would think is like a negative, chemical stuff in your body, and they will like detoxify and flush it out. Because the yoni syrup, for example, it doesn't just, make you sweat, mad aphrodisiac. It also works with your body system to your hormonal level too. That's why you're good. You are feeling the thing, because it's already it's regulating your hormones. So you have to protect yourself when you're on Saffron C. If it's one condom, maybe wear two. If you're on IUD, no, I'm being serious. She got pregnant. I don't know how she was preventing it, but I knew she wasn't on birth control. That was why I always kept telling her, babe, please protect yourself. I don't want to hear I'm pregnant. And she said, Bami, I'm pregnant.
I mean, I'm just saying, when you're doing this activity, there's something. Go to the gym, you're expected to see, a good body. You're doing this.
So
what's going to happen?
Protect yourself. Don't say, oh, I'm using yoni steam, and you're gonna be having sex and you can just pour in there without no birth control or no protection. If it's the pulling out that works for you guys, pull out. If it's the IUD that works for you guys, but still, I mean, maybe once a month now, it's time to go check in with your doctor. Like, I've been having lots of sex. Is this thing still intact?
So I probably got to go take mine out. I was going to take it out, but I feel like, and not plant anything back in, but maybe I need to replant. Or I was thinking taking my womb out. Would you recommend that?
I don't.
Oh, really? Why?
Let me tell you about.
I'm so happy you went.
Let me tell you about that. From the start of the time, they always tell you, and even in class, I'm doing the MPH degree. I've learned and I've wrote a paper on this. The 70% of unnecessary surgery that they do for women is that you don't need it. Especially, it's your personal choice. Imagine me going through. I've worked with this girl. She was always having pain. She's not having sex. Her husband is not here. Her fiancé. terrible pain that anytime, and it's not endometriosis, it's not cyst. She has done different tests. Anytime, especially when she's on her period, she will be on the hospital bed. They will admit her. And when I started working with her, giving her herbs that, helps to calm the uterus and all those cramps that she was always having. And I think I started working with her in October or so. And now was the first time, January. Early January was the first time she got back to me, because she knew, just like the way I knew they were going to work, I kept using it. She was like the first time she has never had the pain in months.
Wow.
And the only option they gave her, aside they already placed her on birth control, that didn't work. The only option they gave her was to have her womb removed. And because she hasn't even got married yet, although her fiancé is there, but that was why she didn't go for that option, because it was that bad.
Wow.
And guess what fixed it? Yoni steaming and her drinking my herbs. So it's your own personal decision, but I'm trying to say that's what doctors, they are promoting these days, because they don't understand the body system, or they think, just have it removed. But I don't think you should.
I want to have it removed because I don't enjoy having my period. It's really to get rid of my period.
Yoni steaming will regulate that. And if you want to suppress, you want to suppress your period too, I will make herbs that will suppress your period.
Thank you. That's my point.
But why are we suppressing period?
Because I don't. It stops the show.
What show? The sex?
Normally
yes. It's just for like a whole week. Who got time for that? You understand what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I'm particularly. Every time we're on vacation.
I have something for you.
One night going down. Every time we're on vacation.
Wait, I have something for you. I don't know how effective it is, but there was this thing I saw and I was looking into, and it's not a sanitary towel, it's not the Divo cup, but it's something that you put in there and it goes way into your...
Oh yeah, I think I sent that to you.
You were talking about the Divo cup.
Yeah, I use
not the Divo cup.
No, but this one doesn't have the pointing. I know.
It goes way into your uterus, so you can still have sex. I've never tried it, but I came across it.
I think
so you might want to try that. You're going to be having sex on your period and you don't know.
It's just like a few days in the month.
First of all, mine be like 10 days.
Oh, we're going to suppress that.
That's going to make it.
Mine be like 10 days.
I'll make you a special app, just a personalized one for you that can suppress, regulate your period to make it into anybody on Yoni steaming like me, and they're like, they do it often. You get your period, the most you get it for is 4 days.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Because... No, it just goes on and on and on.
We're going to work on that.
So,
the most you get it for is just 4 days. And you can use that. I can't remember where I found it, but I saw something like that. I think on YouTube or Instagram or something.
You need to make it and sell it with something.
Yeah.
Oh, the cup thing. I've never tried it. I would love to
try it.
I would love to try it, and but it's not mine. But I would love to try it, and you can have sex with her when you're in your period.
I'll try it.
But I don't think you should have your womb removed, because this is you. This is something. It's magical.
Yes, you know what?
I'm sorry. Which part is magical?
The whole thing.
What's the power?
Okay, don't worry.
What power are we talking about?
You don't even know what you have. There's power in the womb. You created life from your womb.
This is what
I
you
don't need
have.
it. I'm done. We can out part ways.
You know the good thing is you have just how many more years? I think when you're 45, 50, at most 50, you're gonna do menopause. Eventually, it's gonna stop regardless.
Does it help with menopausal women who experience menopause?
There's the blend for menopause. There's the blend for people that they are literally done with menopause, and the blend for people that
my mom.
Yeah, that's why the blend thing is different, and that's why the free consultation is there.
Please don't.
Oh, my mom be telling me about all the escapades. No. That's why I also need to get the 3 King from my dad. Or whatever. My mom be like, okay.
No. Let's stop there.
No. Because I remember when my mom, my sister. No, she doesn't. I don't allow her.
She said she doesn't know. She doesn't.
I sent the bedroom bully to my sisters, and my elder sister was telling my mom about it, and my mom was like, my sister said this, and I was like,
we cannot talk to you.
Maybe you should talk to my sister to like
for her,
and I won't know it for you. I don't want to know.
I'm the only girl.
Oh, okay.
That my mom has. So she'll be calling me. I'll be like, you know what, Mom? I don't think we should be this close.
No.
You're like, that's for your girlfriend. But
leave me out.
But anyways, so I think we're well over time. This is great. So tell me what's next. I'm sorry, I'm checking.
What next? Okay,
what's next for Saffron C?
Right now,
first of all, before we get there, where can people once again go get this? Because they need to set up their situation for Valentine's Day. So do yourself a favor and put the orders in right away.
For Valentine's Day, actually, I think I only have a few bottles though. Yeah, I made. Oh, you didn't get it. I made just 20. Aphrodisiac massage oil. That was the sample you wanted to bring out. Yeah, so that one is just to. It's at home. Wow. So that one is just to massage your partner or massage. I mean, you're gonna get it. I still have some other. At most, I'll give you mine. You're gonna massage your partner, or your partner can massage you with a massage oil, and it's not necessary just for Valentine. You can use it afterwards or before then, and it's magical.
So where do you massage? Is it just
body? The whole body.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure.
Massage.
It's not a yoni massage.
No, it's just a massage oil.
What do we call the men's?
But it's an aphrodisiac massage oil.
What do we call the men's?
So it has the jasmine, it has the yan, you know, the
we need a name for the men.
We don't. They
body
have their
part.
own name. We're talking about yoni.
The shaft.
She's a yoni queen.
It's not a shaft.
Right now,
massage
the name of the show is the yoni.
It's the yoni.
Everything else is supporting actor. We don't need to know that.
You can't be a star if ain't nobody there to pick you up.
Supporting actor.
Yes.
They will support.
Because you're going to be a star all by yourself.
You know they're good. Men are good. They've been good all their lives. We're the one lacking.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
But now
women
we have
are in
Saffron
their
C.
prime, is what I'm saying.
No, you're good.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Women like you, women like you, they're like 10% of all women. I mean, I'm good with sex.
Oh, Max.
Everyone has something. They have something like, I wish it could be longer. I wish it could do it every day. I'm good, but I wish we can do it every time. I wish we can do it at night. Women have something, or they don't even have at all. But you're lucky. You're like a unicorn, a woman unicorn. Yeah, you're literally unicorn. You're literally complaining.
Yes.
I want to have my womb removed because I'm not.
Hashtag.
Yeah, unicorn. I made a unicorn.
And then put the unicorn.
I want to have my womb removed because I would love to have sex when I'm on my period. You're lucky. Jeez, you are
also
lucky.
because my husband be looking like, this is what we doing.
But you had to.
This is what we still doing.
You had to convince him this week.
But you know there are people that have sex on their periods, right?
I'd be telling him that.
The people that have sex on their periods. I mean, you're gonna get your mattress wet and nasty, but there are people that do that.
Yeah, sometimes. But I think he'd be like, you know what?
It's not really the most hygienic.
Yep.
Let me know when you're done with whatever mess is going on there.
Okay,
but I think it's because it's your period is longer too.
Yeah, that's why. Ridiculous.
Once you get the 4 days, you won't even know when the 4 days is over, and you'll be good. Yeah.
So tell us what's next.
So what next right now is the aphrodisiac massager. It's just like a one-time thing. I think I only have like maybe 6 bottles left.
So you're not adding it to the product line?
Not yet. Maybe later on in life. Okay. But later, I've been doing the free consultation, and right now I'm actually working with 4 women. Right now I have like almost 3 herbs to go create. One for lactation, one for energy, and one she had cysts. She just found out she had cysts in her uterus. So later on, I want to, make the free consultation a solid thing, and also do herbal classes. I mean, this is the way we're talking about this. Women needs to hear about this. I just saw the yoni steam. I don't know what is this yoni steam. Well, I read it on the website, but I'm still confused. I mean, I need you to tell me more because we don't know, and we're all going towards the healthy side. So later on, I plan to, have the educational aspect, maybe a podcast, and also the major one I would love to do is to be in stores so that all women will have access to it. Because right now I'm still growing. I mean, the Saffron C community is still relatively small. It's stronger than what I expected or what I ever imagined, and I'm so thankful to God for that. But it's still small, and I would love to grow and let everyone know about it. Like, there's a solution for you. There's the holistic way. You don't have to be bloated before your period. You don't have to go through the headaches and the longer period, like you just said. You can be a woman again the way God created you. You can have your libido back. Good sex, not just I'm just having sex. So I would love to reach more women.
Nice.
No, I think I said enjoy the moment now, which you are. Enjoy being the small tight community that you are, because as you grow, obviously your growth is definitely in your future, but just enjoy the journey now. Enjoy the present, because it's great. And this opportunity that you have now, when you're big now, you won't have opportunity for it.
No, I would. I will always will. Like I said, even if I'm having a bad day or even if I'm so tired, you would need to see my face anytime I'm talking to, just like the day I was talking to Timmy. I can't. The kids were on my nerves that day. The day we were talking about when you called me back about I just did it and it's amazing. Yeah. My face always lights up. Yeah. Like it changes my mood. I love to talk about it. Like, let's talk about it. Let me tell you more. So even if I'm big tomorrow, I would love to be big. I would love to be a millionaire, but also,
you will. But you won't pass you my card. NBA growth partners can.
But indeed, I would always connect with women and talk more about women's health. Always, yeah.
So this is great. Like I said, I am a believer. I call myself a professional hater. I hate on everything. But
you're my husband.
But no, I think this is great. Yeah. And I think it's something that is very much needed for women. Not only the product for them to feel good, but also just the women's health aspect of it for them to
it's more about that than the sex.
And I think also the consultation to know exactly what's going on as opposed to just prescribing blindly.
I mean, you can go on the website and buy, because my formula, all of my formulas is not just the aphrodisiac alone. So there's this app, for example, the burdock root that I said, it's an adaptogen and it's in this Yoni steam. But there's no aphrodisiac herbs in the Yoni steam. But if the lady is literally trying to work more on her libido, I'm still going to put the burdock root there. You think you don't need it, but you need it. You want your body to have a balance. So, definitely you can still go on the website and buy the Yoni syrup because you heard, it makes you sweet. I would love to be sweet. But the thing is, it won't only make you sweet. It will still help your balance, to the body to have a balance and up your hormone balance. And so, but you would get the exact thing if you do the free consultation. That's why it's free. You don't have to pay a dime. Just send me an email or a DM and we'll talk about what's going on. Some people just think, it's my libido, but maybe you're just tired. I mean, by 2 p.m. I'm like sluggish and I just want to sleep. So how do you want to have sex when you're always tired? So let's work on your energy alone and your libido will be back.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, lady.
Thanks for having me.
Queen. Yeah.
Who gave me the name? My friend's husband was always like jokingly asking about me, like, how's the Yoni Queen? Because he can see his wife on fire. So he gave me the name, and I was
also blessing you.
Yeah, I'm like, thank
God
you. I love
her.
the name, and I adopted the Yoni Queen.
No, it's great. It's great. So everyone, like I said, go on the website saffroncstore.com to order your products so you can have it ready for your Valentine's Day activities and
that's
beyond.
Next week Friday.
Make every day Valentine's Day. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.